The Upstate Racing League's Bartel Builders Big Block Series on the Turn 3 Racing Network is brought to you by Bartel Builders. New construction, repairs, and installs. Bartel Builders has you covered. The Weatherby, personalized gifts, and so much more. Key Graphics, graphic design work. Eddie's Meat Market. No one beats Eddie's Meat.
Welcome in here, race fans, tonight to the Knoxville Speedway. It's the sprint car capital of the world. But tonight, the beast from the Northeast reigns supreme as we get ready to go big block racing here. It's the Bartel Builders Big Block Series for the Upstate Racing League, and it is the Bartel Builders 50-lap A-main event. It's the Bartel Builders night here in Knoxville. Race fans, welcome here to the Knoxville Raceway. We are happy to have you. My name is Roger Muth up here in the Turn 3 Racing Studio booth tonight. And what a race it's going to be. 2 races left in the season. Let's not even waste any time. Let's just take one quick look at this. This is the Weatherby Championship standings. We got to thank the Weatherbees, the gifts and things that they all do for everybody all around the world, and of course for the Upstate Racing League, we thank them. Let's take a look at the Weatherby Championship standings. Justin Fuller comes in with a points lead over Cole Day. Now this does not involve the drop week that these drivers will all have. It's Justin Fuller, Cole Day, Chris Brown, Josiah Millen, and Dylan Rabtoy, the youngster out of Vermont. Those are your top 5 drivers. But really, when it gets down there to 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, that's where the drivers tonight, you're really going to have to watch, because there can be a lot of shuffling in between there, especially with like right there with the 11th and 10th place spot. Doug Ungari in 10th, and Charlie Hayes there sitting in the 11th spot, and Al Smith's not very far back in 12th. That's a very tight points battle, especially up when you hit the 7th and 8th position with the Justin and Justin show. Those 2 drivers are very close also in the points championship hunt. So we're going to be watching all those drivers here tonight and see if they can, well, pick up a couple spots, or if they're going to lose a couple spots, because anything can happen here tonight. But that is the Weatherby Championship standings, top 18 there on your screen. And well, we are geared up to have another great race here tonight for the Upstate Racing League. Just last week, well, when we went racing, you want to talk about a barn burner all the way to the end? Well, Justin Fuller was able to still pick up that 3rd win of the season at the Cedar Lake Speedway. Of course, back when we hit Lernerville, Josiah Millen picked up his first ever win in the Upstate Racing League. And back at Weedsport, Cole Day went winning up in New York. And Fairbury was Justin Fuller. Lima Lamb was Justin McDuff. Justin Fuller won the Dan Dubuque Memorial Race at Lanier. And Cole Day won the season opener back at the Volusia Speedway. So we've had some great races so far this season. With only 2 races left on the schedule, though, we hit here at Knoxville. Then we will head then to the final race of the season down at the Charlotte Dirt Track. And that's going to be one heck of a race that you just don't want to miss, because, boy, those guys put on one heck of a show, and we can't wait to definitely go there. The big blocks, of course, a lot of us, if you follow the big blocks here in the Northeast, they do head down to the Charlotte Motor Speedway to end their season, and that's always a good time. Get to watch that from back home here in the studio all the time. We don't get quite to go down there, but one day we'll possibly make it down to the Charlotte Dirt Track. But now it's about time to go heat racing number 1 as your heat race is starting to take to the grid. This is your best colorful creation, heat race number 1. As the field is down there, let's take a look at your starting lineup. Starting lineup for heat race number 1, it's going to be the 4R of CJ LeVar starting in P number 1. The driver out of South Glens Falls, New York. It's the 96, it's the boss man of Al Smith. He'll roll off P number 2 here tonight. Starting in the 3rd position, it's the 45 Speed Labs entry. This is Justin Smith. The driver out of Montana, driving the Ungari Motorsports Turn 3 Racing Network 00. This is Doug Ungari. Starting in P number 5, it's the Magic Bus Racing 33R R&R Auto Graphics entry of Paul LaCourte. His outside, it's the Young Engineer. It's the 99 Nice Graphics 99 of Cole Day. Starting in the 7th position, it's the 1W out of Hudson Falls, New York. This is Wild Wayne McDuff. Starting at the 8th position, it's Nothing Runs Like a Deer. It's the number 15. That is Charlie Hayes. He'll round out our 8-car starting lineup for Heat Race number 1. Heat Race number 1 on the track tonight, brought to us by Best Colorful Creations. Of course, the official cake provider for the Upstate Racing League. We got to thank Beth over there at Best Colorful Creations for her continued support with the Upstate Racing League for many years. Best Colorful Creations is your custom cake headquarters. And of course, Beth makes these wonderful. I went to the Upstate Racing Banquet a couple years back, and well, she provides these drivers with something called a cake pop. And race fans, if you've never had a cake pop, I can tell you it melts in your mouth. It's absolutely outstanding. I can't wait till we can have another banquet for the Upstate Racing League so we can get a cake up there and some of those cake pops. I can tell you there was none left before after 5 minutes everybody walked in the door. But we're getting ready to go racing here tonight, here at Knoxville. For the Bartel Builders Night, it's the Heat Races, and we are green with CJ LeVere headed down into 1. LeVere got himself a great start. 3 wide, Ungari to the outside, Day in the middle. Here comes the Magic Bus Racer down to the bottom side of the speedway. 3 wide, contact out of turn number 2. Contact out of turn number 2, and that was Paul LaCourte getting into the 00 of Doug Ungari in the 99 there, a cold day. 1 lap in the books, 8 laps the distance here tonight in racing. There's the 99, a cold day. Right now, we are going to lock 4 drivers in here. 4 drivers out of the heat race. 4 drivers. As CJ LeVere is absolutely running away. Go on board with our Best Colorful Creations onboard rail camera here tonight, providing us some beautiful shots. There's the 96 of Al Smith back there riding into the 2nd position. Then look at Smitty. He is coming. Smitty is there, sitting there in 3rd. He wants to pick up 1 more spot if he can. That's another row in the feature. He'll go to the outside here of Smith as they come out of turn number 4. It'll be the battle with 5 laps to go. The 45 Speed Labs entry now of Justin Smith will take over P number 2. Big old boss man's got to worry because here comes the big Montana Mountain Man. It's Doug Ungari. And boss man's going to slam the door. Ungari possibly with a crossover. 4 laps to go at the stripe. 4 laps to go. Ungari with a slider down into the corner. He'll slide to the top shelf to see if he can get some grip. He is going to pull even out of turn number 2. Smith down to the bottom this time. Can Smith pull a slider back on Ungari? He won't be able to do it. Ungari's going to go high, wide, handsome around the outside. He'll bring the 99 to Cold Day right alongside with him. Cold Day going to pick up P number 4 with 3 laps to go. Al Smith, he's on the outside looking in here tonight. Outside looking in for Smith. You don't want to have to go to a last chance qualifier if you don't have to. Actually, race control telling me here tonight with how many drivers we have, we're actually taking 5 out of the heat race. So Smith right now is on the bubble. CJ LeVere has led since the drop of the green flag here for heat race number 1 here tonight. CJ hasn't been able to pick his 4-car into victory lane just yet this year in our heat races. Well, he's got 1 lap to go, and he has almost a second gap back to Justin Smith. So all CJ LeVere has to do is bring the R&R Auto Graphics 4R back around here. The driver out of Saranac Lake, New York, looking to pick up his first ever heat race win. And CJ LeVere will do that. He'll come out of turn number 4. He'll see the checkered flag. CJ LeVere going to take heat race number 1 here tonight. Driver out of New York. It'll be Justin Smith, Doug Ungari, Cole Day, Al Smith Jr. rounding out your top 5 cars. Paul LaCourte, Wayne McDuff, and Hayes all having to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight, as our next heat race looks like they're taken to the grid already. And heat race number 2 is going to look like this on the starting lineup. The driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, drive the Keystone Motorsports Jordan Henn Racing number 40, it's Josiah Millen. Starting P number 2 out of Huntley, Illinois, driving the number 11 Illinois, this is Big Baddie Hacky Daddy Racing's number 11, of Brian Hacker. Starting in position number 3, it's Chris Brown from downtown in the 136, he'll go P number 3. Welcome back here tonight to the driver of the number 24, and it's Nicholas Weatherby in the butt kicker NSM Wraps entry. Weatherby going to go 4th. Justin McDuff driving the number 20 here tonight. He will roll off from the 5th position for the Empire Race Team. The good old boy from down south, it's the Tennessee driver. This is Racing Jason Dobbs, the No Doubt Racer. He will start P number 6. 7th here tonight, it's going to be the 926 of Richard French. And starting shotgun to the field here tonight. It looks like he's actually not going to make the call to the starting lineup. It's going to be Andrew Plank in the number 64. He was scheduled to roll off 8th here tonight. So that is your heat race number 2 starting lineup here, brought to us by Best Colorful Creations. Tonight, we are racing into the night here in Knoxville, geared up for the Bartel Builders night here at Knoxville. We got to thank the Bartel Builders for being the title sponsor here for the Upstate Racing League, focused on providing high-quality service for your construction needs. Whether it's new constructions, repair, install, or damage repairs, the Bartel Builders have you covered. Based in Spirit Lake, Iowa. Contact them today for your home repairs. Looking down on this beautiful venue, and one day we will see in the real world side of things the big block modifieds head here to the Knoxville Raceway. Of course, the Gander Outdoor Truck Series will make their first ever appearance here later on this year. We'll see one of those big block drivers from the Northeast here, Stuart Friesen, of course. One of those big block drivers that drives in the Gander Outdoor Truck Series. We'll see if he can make all the big block fans proud all around the world, all around the country. Right now, it's going to be Brian Hacker, Josiah Millen, Nicholas Weatherby, and Chris Brown. Your front 4 drivers here on this initial start, heat race number 2. Millen says, right about now, it's time to go racing. Green flag up into the air here. Heat race number 2 is underway. 8 laps the distance here for heat race number 2. Chris Brown is stuck, well, on the bottom side of the speedway. Did a practice race here with Chris Brown a couple months back, and that's exactly where you're going to see that 136 here tonight. In the feature goes, or when we get to the feature, we should say. Right now, Josiah Millen picking up, well, out front. Driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, a winner one time this season so far. Hasn't picked up any heat race wins. As right now, he'll come back across the line. He'll lead again. Nicholas Weatherby all over the number 11 Illinois, the Carbon Junction Pathfinders chassis, number 11 Illinois, of Brian Hacker. Right on board with the Ski Graphics onboard camera there. The 11 of Hacker right now holding down that second spot, with Weatherby sitting in 3rd. Chris Brown was 4th, and Racing Jason is back there running in the 5th position. So Dobbs currently trying to hold off Justin McDuff. J-Mac coming from, well, he started 5th, and he's dropped back 1 spot in that Wegmans number 20 entry. Trying to hang on. McDuff going to slip back a little. We're already under the 5 to go marker here for the heat race. Nicholas Weatherby was taking the peek down to the inside there on Brian Hacker. Was not quite able to make anything happen with it. Look at Chris Brown trying a little bit of that slider line here tonight. That might also work for Chris Brown. Going to be free to go. Three laps to go that time by here. Heat race number 2 has been clean green all the way. Andrew Plank did not take to the starting lineup here tonight. He is out of this event. Here comes Weatherby. He's going to nose ahead down the back straightaway. He's going to go and throw a little bit of a slider. Going to slide up there almost into the Nerf bar there on the number 40. He's going to make a little contact. Hacker going to go into the wall. Chris Brown and Hacker going to make contact. Weatherby through the slider. Hacker was almost there, and now he's going to be Brian Hacker outside the transfer spot. Chris Brown falls right into the transfer spot. Justin McDuff picks up a 2-for-1 special, but it is all the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, looking to pick up his first heat race. Josiah Millen gonna win heat race number 2 here tonight. It'll be Nicholas Weatherby. Racing Jason finishing 3rd. Then it'll be Justin McDuff, Chris Brown, Brian Hacker, Richard French, and Andrew Plank for heat race number 2. So heat race number 2 was a good one. A little bit of excitement there at the end of that one, and that's going to lead us into our final heat race of the evening. Heat race number 3. And this is heat race number 3. Starting heat race number 3 on the pole is going to be the driver out of Vermont. It's the Raised Iron Tubing, number 22 of Dylan Rabtoy. To his outside, they call him the Hamburg Hot Dog. It's the Full Moon Garage. It's the 97 of Robbie Schaefer. The Bartel Builders to be tonight, driven by Brett Bartels. He'll roll off third here in this heat race, and the driver out of New York, it's the Aftermath Motorsports, Justin Fuller entry. He'll go fourth. Driver out of Canada, it's the 8-6 entry of Kelly Dahl. And starting sixth here tonight on the starting lineup, it looks like they are calling this driver the 53. It's the Nasty Narwhal Racing entry. It is Colin Phillip. Starting seventh out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, his counterpart just picked up heat race number 2. This will be the 31B of Donald Bennett. He'll go seventh on the grid. And starting eighth here tonight, it's the 9J of Brian Jones. That is your 8 cars starting a lineup here for heat race number 3 coming your way in just a couple of moments. Race fans, we got to thank you all for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch the Bartel Builders Big Block Series here for the Upstate Racing League. This is round number 8 of the 9 scheduled. Of course, next week we have an off week as, well, yours truly is going to be down at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the 410 Outlaws. And, of course, the Big Block Modifieds are going to be headed down there. So, Big Blocks in Bristol, what can you say as we're getting ready? Heat race number 3 is green here. 8 laps the distance. It's the Hamburg Hot Dog and the Vermonster. Vermont, number 22 of Dylan Rabtoy to the bottom side of the speedway. Can he get it done? Here comes the 2B of Brett Bartels and the Bartel. Oh! Rabtoy got to go down off the shelf on the inside there. He's going to go up to the top side of the speedway. Robbie Schaefer had to hit the hooks, and here comes Bartels now. They're making 3 wide for the race lead in turn number 1. As they work out of turn number 2, they settle the 3 wide battle, and it's going to be Rabtoy nosing ahead. Here comes the 2B, though. He is still there. Look at the 51 of Fuller. He had to throw the parachute out the back. 5-car, little bit of a breakaway. Then it's Donald Bennett and Brian Jones back there. Oh, Schaefer sideways. Schaefer is sideways, and Kelly Dahl's going to get into it now. Donald Bennett's going to get into Kelly Dahl. Here comes the 9J. Brian Jones going to now pick up P number 6 as Donald Bennett was in the wrong place, the wrong time. Jones going to hit the inside. Now he's going to go up and hit Kelly Dahl. This is the battle just for the transfer spot. Brian Jones has that transfer spot, and now Kelly Dahl going to come back at him. Can he get that spot? He will not, as Jones is going to hold on to that. Kelly Dahl going to go down to the bottom. He's going to try and throw a little bit of a slider. He's going to drive right on by him, take the nose off. The 9J going to spin it around. Brian Jones going to bring the caution flag out here, and that's going to be the first caution flag of the evening. He'll actually take the tow quickly to pit road. So Jones goes around battling for the transfer spot with Kelly Dahl, and go back and watch the first caution flag here of the evening. This is what we saw. Kelly Dahl drives it hard into the corner, gets around the 9J, and just around he goes. Look at Donald Bennett avoid that one. Right on board with Donald Bennett. Yeet! Just misses the spinning 9J. Crazy little incident down there for the 9J of Brian Jones. So right now he has pulled off the speedway. We're go back racing here with just a couple laps left in heat race number 3 this evening. Of course, it's the best colorful creation, heat race number 3. It'll be the driver of the number 22 of Dylan Rabtoy. He'll choose the inside lane here as the iRacing.com pace truck lights go out. It looks like possibly actually now being told we're going to single file this out here. Get this heat race in the books tonight. It'll be Rabtoy, Bartels, Fuller, Schaefer, Dahl, Bennett, and Colin Phillip. Colin Phillip, remember, did not take to the grid in that 53 entry. So he'll now tag the back of the field here. He is caught up. He came screaming off of pit road right as the green flag dropped. Rabtoy says, time to go. Here we go. It'll be, oh, look at the battle for second. Fuller going to chase Bartels way down there to the bottom. Schaefer's right there, too. And Rabtoy is absolutely loving what he's seeing in the mirror because, well, everybody battling allowed him to scoot away with the race lead. Right on board once again with your race leader of Rabtoy. He'll come across the line. He'll get another lap clicked off the books here. Here comes Bartels, though. Bartels would like to pick up a heat race win. He doesn't have a heat race win to his name this season, and we're running out of heat races. This is the final heat race tonight, and we're possibly looking at another 4 heat races at the season finale at Charlotte. This time by the popsicle sticks, 2 to go. It's Raptoy. It's Bartels, and Bartels goes down to the bottom. He's going to find a little grip there. Who's going to have the momentum, though? It looks like he got a little tight. He had to back out of it. Here comes the 51. It's going to be Justin Fuller battling for a heat race win. He'll have to back out of it. It's the 22, though, of Raptoy. It'll be the white flag. Next time around, it'll be the checkered flag. Look at the 51 roll the bottom side of the speedway. Just puts that left front right on the berm, and he is ready to roll. Picks up 1. He's going to now go to the inside here on the raised iron tubing, number 22. It'll be a drag race off turn 4. Who's going to get to the start-finish line first? Momentum going to go Dylan Raptoy. Raptoy going to win it here for heat race number 2. So Raptoy puts his name in the books, and it's going to be Fuller, Bartels, Dole making it to the feature event. Getting word passed along, 24 drivers did register here into tonight's event at the Knoxville Raceway, so all 24 drivers will actually make the A main event. CJ LeVere, Josiah Millen, and Dylan Raptoy all picking up their first heat race wins of the season, so they will start inside the top 3 here tonight, and everybody making the main event. We're going to take a quick break here tonight at Knoxville. We're going to get geared up, ready to go racing in the Bartel Builders Night here at the Knoxville Raceway, and race fans, after the invocation, we'll be right back.
So proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
The Upstate Racing League's Bartel Builders Big Block Series on the Turn 3 Racing Network is brought to you by Bartel Builders. New construction, repairs, and installs. Bartel Builders has you covered. R&R Auto Graphics. Look your best. Beth's Colorful Creation, the official cake provider of the URL. Scuny's Country Store, full-service deli and grocery store.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Knoxville Raceway. Tonight, for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series, getting ready to gear things off for the Bartel Builders night here in Knoxville. You race fans may be thinking, big blocks, they don't mix well here with the Knoxville Raceway. Well, that's because they've never got the chance to run here at Knoxville. Of course, this is the sprint car capital of the world. Of course, there you see the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame Museum. It's one of those things when you go to Knoxville, you have to stop by the Hall of Fame and the museum. All the great sprint car memorabilia they have over there. It's probably one of the best museums that you're going to see ever. We know Cooperstown, the NFL Hall of Fame, and all that. You know, those are great Hall of Fames, and, you know, we like to visit them too. But, man, dirt racing, that is where it is at. But, you know, when we talk about dirt racing, that means we get to go dirt racing as these drivers are starting to take to the grid here tonight. Let's take you through your starting lineup. And your starting lineup looks like this. Driving the 4R, CJ LeVere on the pole here tonight. Right alongside him, he's heat race number 1 winner. This is Josiah Millen. He'll drive the number 40 tonight. Starting in P number 3, driving the number 22 out of Vermont, this is Dylan Rabtoy. New York's driver, the 45 Speed Labs entry, the 45 of Justin Smith goes 4th. Nicholas Weatherby in the 24N. Going 6th, it's the Aftermath Motorsports number 51 of Justin Fuller. Starting 7th, the driver all the way from Montana. Never seen one of these big blocks in real life. He'll drive the double 0 tonight. This is Doug Ungari. Starting in the 8th position, it's the driver out of Tennessee. It's the No Doubt Racing Jason. He's coming out the gate in the 98. He'll start 8th. 9th here tonight, it'll be the 2B of Bartel. Brett Bartel drives the 2B. Starting 10th, he's second in the points championship standings. It's the 99 of Cole Day. Starting 11th here tonight on the grid, it's the Empire Racing Team Wegman sponsored number 20 of Justin McDuff. Starting 12th, he hails out of Canada, and he is our resident Canadian. This is the 8-6 of Kelly Dahl. Starting back into the 13th position, it'll be the boss man Al Smith with Chris Brown from downtown in 14th, Robbie Schaefer, Hamburg Hot Dog 15th, Paul Court 16th, Big Brian Hacker in 17th. Donald Bennett is 18th with Wayne McDuff, the 1W sitting there in 19th. Starting 20th here tonight, it's the Scoonies Country Market, 926 of Richard French. Cullen Phillip in the 53 will roll off in the 21st position. 22nd will go to the John Deere, number 015 of Charlie Hayes. Starting 23rd, it'll be Andrew Plank, and the 9J of Brian Jones will tag the back of the field. We are ready. A main here tonight. 50 laps will be the distance. I hope you race fans are ready for some great big block racing action, because it is coming your way here tonight at Knoxville. The fireworks are going off. The main event is set to start. 50 laps, this time by the iRacing.com. Pace truck will make that old left-hand turn. It's out of the way, and the green flag is up here tonight at Knoxville. 50 laps as the beast from the northeast storm into turn number 1. CJ LeVere will shoot out of turn 2 as the race leader. The race is on for second. Millen will high wide, handsome around the outside, take the second position. It's the Rabtoy entry. Look at Justin Fuller. He goes up top shelf. He's going to pick it off the top, and he's going to lose one to the 45. And now the 24N of Weatherby will hold that position down to the bottom. Here comes the 2B of Bartels. He's screaming around the inside. The 00 of Doug Ungari is going to be put 3 wide. He's the meat in the sandwich. Bartel's going to bounce it off the inside curbing here tonight. That little bit of a berm down there. He puts the left sides on it, but it's too much. Ungari going to slide in between the 99 and the 8 and the 98 machine. The 8-6 entry of Kelly Dahl is right there also. Weatherby to the inside, though, inside the top 5 here. Justin Fuller working the outside of the speedway. It's still CJ LeVere. It's still Josiah Millen and Dylan Rabtoy, your top 3, as they have broken away a little bit. You're watching the battle for 4th on back, because there is the 45 of Justin Smith. Here comes the 24N. Weatherby working the bottom side of the speedway again. Not going to be able to do anything with it. Going to have to fall back. Now the 51 of Justin Fuller. Going to see if he can do something down low here in the early stages. 3 wide once again behind them. The 2B of Bartel's down to the inside. The 00 of Ungari working the bottom side of the speedway. They put Dobbs to the outside. They were 3 wide momentarily. And boy, it's a Tennessee boy. It's a Montana boy. And then you got that 2B of Bartel's down there. And boy, he's showing you that Indiana is able to go ahead and dirt race. Then you got the Indiana driver there, Cole Day, also in this battle. Deeper into the field, though, the 33R of Paul LaCourt is making some moves. He has picked up a couple spots here. The boss man of Al Smith headed into the wrong direction with that number 96. Look at Bennett going high into the outside. That's the 31B. He is out top, right in the top shelf here tonight, trying to get around the boss man. Pennsylvania, New York right here. Throw them all under a blanket. The New Yorkers are invading the Pennsylvania driver here of Donald Bennett. There's even Richard French there. Back there in the 18th position out of New York. Bennett just can't get around the 96 of Al Smith as Richard French has caught this battle. Can't do anything with it right now. Justin Fuller still trying to make his way into the top 3. He's down to the bottom side of the speedway. He has gotten around the 24 and of Nicholas Weatherby, and he's also got around the 45 of Smith. Rolling right along here tonight. Working off a turn 2. TJ LeVere still the race leader, but for how much longer? Millen and Rabtoy are just breathing down his neck. Rabtoy this time going to go to the bottom, see if he can throw a slider, if he can clear anybody. It looks like Millen's going to give way. He's going to get the second spot. Possibly Millen fights back to the outside. Here comes Fuller. Rabtoy back down to the bottom side of the speedway. This time he will be able to slide up in front, but he's going to leave Millen a little bit of a gap. He's playing nice out there in the early stages of this one. Millen's going to send it in a little bit harder that time into turn number 1. He'll bang it off the cushion this time. The Rays Diane Tubing 22 is going to slide up. Millen with a crossover. Here comes Justin Fuller in the 51. Millen going to go for a little bit of a slider. Can he clear? He's going to clear, and Rabtoy's going to have to check up. Back to the way they were running. 1, 2, and 3. LeVere, Millen, and Rabtoy. Here comes Fuller. Fuller's really going to throw it down to the bottom side. It looks like he really drove it in like he was going to try the slider line, and then look behind him. Behind him, they're getting together a little bit. Dobbs up into the 24, and they're 3 wide. Cole Day's trying to shoot the gap through the middle. Dobbs going to run a slider line. He's going to try to go from the inside to the outside around Justin Smith. This is the battle for the 5th position. Smith holds P number 5. Dobbs in the Avengers 98. He is definitely coming out the gate here tonight with a vengeance. He works the outside. Ungari goes back down to the bottom. Weatherby right now right ahead of that 99 of Cole Day. We've been green flag racing the whole time. And look at the top 4. 2 by 2. And for the race lead, here comes Justin Fuller. Fuller to take the race lead. CJ LeVere holding second, but here comes the 22 of Rabtoy. Rabtoy will go to the bottom side of the speedway. He'll slide to the middle. Will he have momentum in the 22? That big block is working here tonight for the youngster. CJ LeVere still to the outside, and that car is bouncing up against the cushion. The 22 of Rabtoy gets around, and one of them, it looks like a bunch of them shuffle, and now they're going to stack him up on Ungari. The 2B going to go onto his lid. They're still stacking them up down here. One driver has gone around. The number 20 of Justin McDuff. This wreck happened way before we saw it on camera, race fans. We'll have to go back and we'll really dissect this one. Oh, Ungari looks like he slid up into Day, and then around they all went. You see the 2B of Bartel's going up. See if we can slide back a little bit farther here and see if we can zoom out. Let's watch this battle. Watch the 00 of Doug Ungari. Oh, Weatherby actually gets into Dobbs and then actually collects the 00. So it all started with Weatherby and Dobbs getting together, and then Ungari got into it, and then the 2B of Bartel's got into it. Bartel's actually going to flip it over, slide to the roof, and he's just going to hammer back into her. Watch it again. Watch the 24N here. Makes the contact with Dobbs and tries to drive off the corner. They're 4 wide. Ungari was down to the inside, nowhere to go. And he actually gets straightened out by Robbie Schaefer. See everybody pile in there. There's the 20 of Justin McDuffie sitting stationary on the back straightaway. He backs up. That Cerebral Palsy Foundation number 20. And he'll fire back off. Look at the chaos behind Ungari here. Wade McDuff got into the 99, it looks there. A cold day also. Boy, what a interesting change of events that was. But that'll stack the field back up here after our first caution flag tonight. We'll go back racing right here. Justin Fuller says, how about now? And actually, they're stacked up about mid-pack. Not everybody got onto the loud pedal there. Looks like the Nicholas Weatherby entry is down on pit road. '51 of Justin Fuller leading this race here tonight, trying to close in on halfway, just under 10 laps before halfway. Fuller going to drive it down, and he's actually going to bank it right off the berm to the inside. Look who's now come to party. Justin Smith has got around the 40 of Millen. Here comes the 99 of Cold Day. He's trying to work the inside while Millen's to the outside. Dobbs is still right there. Remember, all these drivers were kind of beaten and banged around a little bit. 00 of Ungari. Look at the 8-6 entry of Kelly Dahl down to the bottom side. Fuller is saying see you later at this point. He has taken the race lead, and he is just trying to drive her away. He's down on the bottom, and he's being very ginger on the throttle. Let's ride along with him. I think the only time that this number 51 gets full throttle is just about when he's entering the corner, just to get that car to rotate a little bit. Look at Dobbs. He's to the outside here of the 40 of Millen. Millen's trending into the wrong direction now. That number 40 started up front after winning his heat race number 2 here tonight. He's back there battling. That's right behind him. That's the Full Moon Garage. That's the other Pennsylvania driver, Robbie Schaefer out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, trying to get around the Kutztown driver. The Canadian saying, hey, what about me? What about me? Terrible impression, race fans, I know. Millen's still working the outside. Schaefer through the middle with Kelly Dahl down on the bottom side. That's 7th, 8th, and 9th. Doug Ungari's 10th on our timing and scoring charts. One of them going to go around towards the back of the field. Oh, and a hard impact there. The 9J. Brian Jones with a hard impact. Looks like the 64 of Andrew Plank has some rear end damage. It looks like the 015 of Charlie Hayes also involved. Justin McDuff is involved with Cerebral Palsy Foundation. Take a look back. See what we can see. Oh, got a little help. Bartel's just into the back of Rowdy Energy, number 64, and Charlie Hayes nowhere to go, and then a hard impact into the outside wall. Backed it in. On board here with Andrew Plank. Justin McDuff's point of view. So Plank going to go to pit road, and it looks like we're going to turn the lights off already here on the pace truck. So course, little Marky Muth behind the truck's wheel here tonight. I can attest to that he drives just as crazy in real life because, well, I stuck him behind the wheel one day, and let me tell you, backing out of the garage, we almost lost a mirror. So we're going to fire him back off with Fuller to the inside, Raptoy to the outside. That is going to be Smith inside row number 2, Day to the outside row number 2, Dobbs in row 3 to the inside, and C.J. LeVere to the outside of row number 3. Pace truck down to the way, and Fuller says, let's go racing. Back to the green flag here as Cole Day is high wide around the outside. Here comes the 4R, C.J. LeVere trying to shoot the gap, and he'll settle in to running in that 5th position. Look at him back here, though, the 97 of Robbie Schaefer. He's going to try that middle again on Doug Ungari. It looks like we didn't even take a caution break at all. Oh, Robbie Schaefer sideways. Schaefer's sideways. Schaefer's up and over. Schaefer's up and over down in turns 1 and 2. So Schaefer going up and over. We'll have to find out as Robbie Schaefer's going to go to pit road with that 97. Check it out. You see a little contact there with Ungari, and it looks all right. And then, oh. Schaefer got a little sideways from that initial contact, and around he went. See what Donald Bennett saw on this with the ski graphics on board. Bennett really hit the hooks. Al Smith getting a piece of that also. Halfway home when we go back racing in this one with Justin Fuller, Dylan Raptoy, Justin Smith, and Cole Day. Cole Day has picked up 6 spots here tonight. We're go back racing here as the pace truck lights are off. It'll be the 51 of Fuller, it'll be the 22 of Rabtoy, 99 a Day, and Justin Smith, your top 4 drivers. Andrew Plank and Nicholas Weatherby are the 2 drivers out of this event here tonight, and Fuller says, here we go. Halfway home, halfway leader here tonight is under pressure at the line, though. It will be the 51 of Justin Fuller. Fuller leads halfway home here tonight in the Bartel Builders night here at the Knoxville Raceway. They come by the Hall of Fame out of turn number 2, and look at Cole Day. He's picked up 7 spots and digging for more here tonight at Knoxville. Cole Day go up here and challenge Fuller and Rabtoy. They're now all around the outside. Here comes the C.J. LeVere tonight. I mean, C.J., we apologize for that, but it is C.J. LeVere. C.J. running there, P number 4. Chris Brown picking up his 8th spot of the night as he goes to the inside here, trying to throw a slider on the 40 of Millen. He'll throw the slider, hit the hooks, cut back down underneath, and see if he can fire it off out of the corner. Now Brown goes to the bottom. Everybody up around the top shelf. Brown down around the bottom. It looks like a double zero of Ungari also around the bottom side. 3 wide at the line. Bennett to the outside. Richard French going to get into him. French then gets a little tap there from the 2B of Bartels, and we stay racing. Everybody was able to gather it up with 22 laps to go here tonight at Knoxville. 22, Bennett Bennett into the wall. Caution lights will come out onto the speedway. With 21 laps to go, Donald Bennett has junked the 31. Watch the 31 to the outside. Riding side by side with Brian Hacker into the corner. Bennett just jumps the cushion, rides the wall, and does not stick the landing. Turtled it. Just turtled it. So over halfway home in this one tonight, we got to thank all you race fans, as this is our halfway race break here tonight. We got to thank you for watching the Bartel Builders Big Block Series here tonight, presented by the Upstate Racing League. And right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, your home for everything Upstate Racing. Race fans, without your continued support here to the Upstate Racing League and the Turn 3 Racing Network, we wouldn't be here tonight. So we salute you, we thank you, and if it is your first time joining us here, well, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get a notification anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We bring you 7 days of racing action all crammed in here. Everything from dirt track racing, big block modifieds, to Mazda Miatas racing around the Twin Ring Circuit, all the way to NASCAR, and everything in between. You like short track racing action? Well, of course, we have all that, too. Those little bull rings all around the world. We'd love to see those races being put on air. So if you're a race fan, you found your home for everything iRacing. Lights are out on the pace truck. It seems like the youngster, Mr. Markey, found the switch here tonight. Dave Farney going to throw the green flag here once again, this time out of turn number 4. We're going to get the beast from the northeast wound back up. And the green flag is out. It'll be 20 to go at the stripe. Great start by Cole Day. He's going to throw the slider. He'll go up there and slide Dylan Rabtoy. Rabtoy going to slide back to the bottom side. Will he be able to do anything with it? He will be able to dive the nose in there. Cole Day going to go high and wide around the outside. He'll follow the 51 of Justin Fuller. So it's Fuller in first, Cole Day in second. And boy, if you don't know what the points championship looks like, well, let me tell you, that's how they are in the points championship, too. So it's Justin Fuller in 1, and it looks like 19 to go this time by. It'll be 18 to go, actually, at the line. Fuller, of course, won last week. Came in with a 46-point lead over Cole Day. These two have been battling all season. Cole Day trying to run a little bit lower line there than Justin Fuller through turn 3 and 4. Now Day going to go to the inside here with 17 to go. Slide job coming. Cole Day going to go up there. Fuller's going to give him a shove right in the rear. The bars touch. Now Fuller's going to go to the bottom side of the speedway. Is he going to return the favor? Caution lights on. Caution lights on. It looks like the 2B possibly has had some issues. The 2B of Brett Bartels. Right out the caution flag. Watch that 2B right there. You see the red and white machine. What happens down in the corner? Oh, he's going to go up. That right front gets stuck into the wall, and it just hooks him and stops. Not sure if that little bump there broke something in the steering for that number 2B. So Brett has to take the tow to pit road. Watch it again. Yeah, it looks like something definitely broke in the right front of the 2B. We'll see if they can get that fixed on pit road and if he can get back out. Right now, that's your race leader, though. The Justin Fuller entry. But boy, does he have some competition now. These two drivers, Cole Day, the rookie with the Upstate Racing League, came bursting onto the scenes at the Volusia Speedway where he parked it in Victory Lane. And then, well, they've just been kind of passing things back and forth here this whole season. They've been having some very good competition. So Cole Day has 2 wins on the season while Justin Fuller has 3. And we're going to battle this one out, I'm sure, right till the end here in Knoxville. Side-by-side restart, as we are not to the 10 to go marker here tonight, so we will go side-by-side. Once we get 10 to go, we will go single file restarts if we were to need to. It'll be Fuller, it'll be Day, it'll be Rabtoy, LeVere, Smith, Brown, Millen, Dobbs, Dull, and LaCourte, your top 10. iRacing pace truck in, and Fuller says, here we go. Fuller takes the race lead into turn number 1. Here comes Rabtoy down to the bottom. He's going to try and throw the slider real quick to see if he can take the second spot. Look at Chris Brown, 3 wide through the middle. Chris Brown coming through the middle. Big stack up to the outside. Brown's going to have to really go to the bottom side here and try and get away. CJ LeVere trying to catch that 4R entry. Side by side for the race lead. Here comes the 99 of Cole Day. He'll throw the slider into one. Looks like Fuller bounced it off the outside wall a little bit with that right rear to get the car to turn. Fuller going to turn back underneath him. Battle for the race lead. Day going to go to the outside. Here comes Fuller with a huge one. He's going to put it in the wall a little bit. Now he's going to tag Cole Day as Cole Day tried to drive it by. 15 to go, 14 to go. Fuller and Day making contact. We'll see who has it at the line. As we could be looking at a 2-car tango down here. Josiah Millen possibly involved, I believe. And Jason Dobbs making contact. What happened to Millen and Dobbs? Dobbs drives it in. Oh, Dobbs into the wall, and LaCourte into Millen, and Ungari in. 4-car pileup down here. Dobbs still up and over in that 98. Right on board with Millen. You can tell the right front on Millen's big block here is a little damaged. Paul LaCourte looks like he has some handling issues also in the R&R Auto Graphics entry. Watch it again. So we didn't quite get to the 10 to go, so they're going to stack them back up 2 by 2 here. We're giving another shot. Dobbs, Millen, Ungari, all involved in that one. And LaCourte. 36 completed laps here tonight in the A main. Our 6th caution flag of the evening. It'll be 14 to go. Fuller hits it. Here we go once again. Cole Day going to give chase. Here comes Rabtoy down to the bottom. Rabtoy trying Chris Brown picking up a spot as he's picked up 9. He's looking to pick up 10. Justin Fuller sneaking away a little bit here from the race field with 14 to go. It'll be 13 to go at the line. Look at Robbie Schaefer 3 wide through the middle, trying to get around Kelly Dahl, and he's going to slide up in front of the boss man here. He'll hold Kelly Dahl down to the inside as it looks like Brian Jones has taken his car to pit road. We stay green. 4 wide out of turn 2. Contact LeVere and Schaefer. Smith into the outside wall. The 96 of Al Smith gets shuffled into the outside wall. They're still 4 wide. Ungari down to the bottom side of the speedway. Here comes Brian Hacker. Justin Smith in the middle also. Puts the 4R CJ LeVere to the outside. New race leader, though. We missed it. Fuller was up into the guardrail, and Cole Day snuck around. Fuller going to stuff it up into the wall again. The 51 is headed backwards now, so it's Cole Day out front here in Knoxville. It's 11 laps to go, but Chris Brown is coming. Cole Day, check out the back side of the car, because here comes Chris Brown. Justin Fuller trying to get back into 3rd, as here comes the 22 of Rabtoy down to the inside. Fuller going to tap it off the wall once again, down to 3 and 4. He'll get the run off the top shelf. Cole Day still riding the high lane here. Justin Fuller still riding the high lane, but Chris Brown down to the inside. So is the 22 of Raptoid. Robbie Schaefer has now picked up P number 5, and he is headed to the front here tonight. Fuller going to go to the top side. He's going to bounce it off again. Now it looks like Cole Day found something that lap. He was a little bit faster. Now he goes to the bottom down here in turn number 1. We are under 10 laps to go. If a caution were to fly now at this point, we go single file restarts all the way to the end of this one here tonight at Knoxville. Good racing back here, though, as Hayes is battling with Ungari. Ungari's going to bounce it through the bumps down into the corner. Justin Fuller has crashed. Fuller into the outside wall. 8 laps to go. The 7th caution flag of the evening will come out as the driver out of New York will bring the caution flag out. Your Point Series championship leader for the Weatherby's Points Championship standings. Check out what happened to Fuller. Drove it down into 3 and 4, and this time just too close to the outside wall, up over tumble. He sticks the landing, and he's going to do a little pop wheelie with it. Fuller, though, going to have to go all the way to the back of the field after bringing the caution flag out. That's what it looked like riding on board with Justin Fuller. So your top 5 look like this now after the caution flag coming out. It'll be Cole Day, Chris Brown, Dylan Raptoy, Robbie Schaefer, Brian Hacker, Kelly Dahl, CJ LeVere, Justin Smith, Charles Hayes, and Doug Ungari, your top 10 here. Chris Brown trying to give himself a little room from the iRacing.com pace truck so we can fire this one back off. Under 10 laps to go. What does Chris Brown have for Cole Day? Chris Brown now says, let's go. 8 laps to go. 8 laps to go. Look at Robbie Schaefer. He'll go to the inside here. He'll try and slide the 22 of Raptoy. Not going to be able to make anything happen with it. Everybody single file back through the field. Josiah Millen trying to get back into the top 10 after he went for his little bit of a flip. Look at Kelly Dahl bounce like he's got hydraulics on his big block through the slick, through the bumps down in turns number 3 and 4. Cole Day still got the race lead, but he's got to worry because Chris Brown is riding. Look at the bars on this number 99. Surprised our camera still works on board here with our Best Colorful Creations onboard camera with your race leader of Cole Day. 6 to go. Chris Brown drives it in straight that time. Look at Robbie Schaefer. He'll pick 4th. He's looking once again for 3rd here to the inside of the youngster. Schaefer going to get there. Chris Brown closing in on Cole Day once again. Chris Brown looks like he's driving it in a little bit straighter than what Cole Day is right now. 5 to go. It's the hi, how are you doing lap. High 5 from the flagman this time. Look at the 136. He gets a run through the middle. Chris Brown's going to be peeking the nose down the back straightaway. Here he comes. The 136 of Chris Brown is inside the 99 of Cole Day. Inside 5 laps to go, and Chris Brown says, hey, Cole, I'm here with you, my friend. At the line, it'll be the 99. Chris Brown slides up the speedway a little bit. Chris Brown last time through 1 and 2 got a great run off the bottom side of the speedway. Not going to get such the run that he got last time, but it's still a great run. Cole Day going to slam the door. Look at it. Robbie Schaefer does pick up there. Brown's a little squirrely as he had to hit the hooks. Didn't want to run into the back of the 99 of Cole Day. It'll be 3 laps to go, and Cole Day scoots away. Packer to the inside. It's the 22 of Raptoy, though, out high, wide, handsome, and he's still rocking the outside. Here comes the 11 Illinois, though, of Brian Hacker. He would like to play into the top 3 here tonight. Right now, he is running 5th. This time by, it'll be the popsicle sticks going into the air. This is the best battles on the track right here. 2 laps around the Knoxville Raceway. Rabtoy found something that time through 1 and 2. Look at him really dig. He'll get around Robbie Schaefer in the Full Moon Garage 97. Chris Brown going to go to the outside. He's going to try to block the advances from the 22. Cole Danger says, let me take the white flag. White flag is up here tonight in the Bartel Builders night at Knoxville. Right now, Cole Day's trying to dig to pick up his 3rd win of the season. Down the back straightaway for the final time. He'll go to the inside. He'll protect. Slide job here from Robbie Schaefer coming. Not going to quite do anything with it. It's going to be Cole Day picking up his 3rd win. Battle for 2nd, though. It'll be Chris Brown from downtown. Robbie Schaefer going to pick up the 3rd position. Rabtoy, Hacker, Dahl, CJ LeVere, Justin Smith, Charlie Hayes going to finish 9th, and Doug Ungari with a 10th place finish here tonight. So Cole Day gets it done. He is going to go for the spin cycle on the front straightaway, and he's just going to park it there. Excellent park job by Cole Day. He is going to win here tonight at Knoxville. Your post-race show coming up in just a couple of moments here, as the unofficial timing and scoring on the left-hand side of the screen. We're going to word in with a couple of these drivers, Robbie Schaefer, Cole Day, and Chris Brown. We do have all 3 of them. So after this quick break, race fans, your post-race show, we'll get to hear from your top 3.
The Upstate Racing League's Bartel Builders Big Block Series on the Turn 3 Racing Network is brought to you by Bartel Builders. New construction, repairs, and installs. Bartel Builders has you covered. Carpy's RC Wraps. The leader in RC car wraps. Find out more at carpys.com. Belden Motorsports. Racing to stop bullying. M&M Country Stores, the gas and convenience stop for the URL. The iRacing Asphalt Sprint Cup Series, racing Sundays and Tuesdays.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Knoxville Raceway. Here tonight for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series. It's the Bartel Builders night here in Knoxville. What a great race we had, but let's take a quick look back at one of our key points here tonight. This is your Bolden Racing to Stop Bullying tough luck moment, as this is the 51 of Justin Fuller getting up into the outside wall, which pretty much ruined his night here and any chance of winning here at the Knoxville Raceway. And his points championship lead because of this one is going to be a rough one to handle going into the final race of the season. That is your Bolden Motorsports Racing to Stop Bullying Tough Luck Award here tonight. It goes to the 51 of Justin Fuller. What a crazy one that was for Fuller there. And, well, what a crazy race it was for the drivers towards the front of the field. Let's head down trackside and get your top 3 finishers here tonight. Let's start it off with the man that's in victory lane. Let's start it off with Cole Day. Cole, a great run for you here tonight. You started just inside the top 10, but you're going to come home as the race winner. Tell us about the closing laps, though. Those were the ones after you got around Fuller that where Chris Brown started knocking on the back door.
Yeah, I really wasn't paying much attention in my mirror. I was just trying to focus on hitting the top as best I could with all the holes that were up there. And then we had a yellow, and I seen Chris came out of nowhere, and I had Donald in my ear telling me that what line he was running. So I did my best to mimic it, and was able to hold him off them last 8 or so laps.
But it had to have been nerve-wracking because he did get there. He did get the nose of that modified down to the bottom side of you. You were just able to hold him down there. Were you worried that he was going to give you a little tap in the back there and move you up out of the groove?
Not really. I know Chris really well, and even if he did hit me, whether it was on purpose or accident, I know he would hit me to not ruin my race. So that's why I knew I could run him really close, and we could have an awesome race there at the end.
Well, it was one heck of a battle for sure, because even you and Justin Fuller put on one heck of a show, exchanging slide jobs a little bit earlier in this race here. Tonight, though, Cole, this is going to be your 3rd win. You're going to go tied with Justin Fuller in wins into the season finale in 2 weeks when we head to Charlotte. What's the chances here? Because that points championship is really going to narrow, that we go to Charlotte and it comes down to you and the 51 of Fuller.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that after this whole season, it's really just going to come down to this last race with I've had bad weeks in the past, and he had one tonight, and I was able to capitalize on it and make up as much ground as I could by winning the race and catching up to him in the points.
Well, Cole, we're going to roll the red carpet out here to try not to get any mud on it here from Knoxville tonight. And microphone's yours. Who's on the sides of this big block?
I got to thank you, of course, up in the booth for always doing great broadcasts and sponsoring the car for this series. Got to thank all the guys in here tonight it was an awesome race. Track was awesome. It was a lot of fun to be out there. Got to thank Craig and my buddy Connor Mead for teaching me everything I know, especially on dirt. They taught me a lot on how to be fast in these things. And I got to thank all the boys in TeamSpeak with Donald and Doug and Josiah and Dobbs. They were telling me information about what lines they were running, what was fast. And I got to thank my number one fan of Upstate, Kyle, down there in TeamSpeak too.
Well, there you hear it from your winner tonight. Cole Day goes dancing here in Knoxville. He's able to pick up his third win of the season, tying Justin Fuller for wins. We'll see how the points look after all the chips are laid down here tonight, how much ground that Cole Day just picked up on Justin Fuller, as Fuller had a terrible night here at Knoxville as he finished 15th as Day picked up the win. Finishing second, though, standing by here, it's the 136 of Chris Brown. Chris Brown, you're always coming from downtown, and, I mean, boy, where did you find all the speed at the end of this one?
That was kind of a funky line I had to run to be fast there. I kind of had to enter low and slide up high and then exit really low as well. So just seemed to be working for me. I was able to catch Cole there, and, man, I thought I was going to get by him there a couple times, and he just mimicked my line just good enough to get back around the outside of me. So wish I could have won this one. I've been trying to win one of these for a while. I really want to win in this series.
Yeah, the big blocks this season, you said you didn't quite have the handle on them. Well, I mean, Chris, I'm going to call the bluff now. 8 races into this season. You have started deeper in the field every race than any other driver, and you have already now picked up, well, oh, man, how many top 10s is this now? Top 5s for you. I believe it's your 5th top 5 of the season and 6th top 10. That matches what Cole Day has in the series. So I'm going to call the bluff and say you were out there doing a lot of practicing.
Yeah, I did some practice laps before we came out here tonight, but when these things slick off, I get really good for some reason. Not very good in the tack still, but I'm getting better, and when it gets slick, I get really good. So hopefully next week I can pick up one of these things. I'm really trying to win one of these things before the season gets over, and next week's the last chance.
Well, 2 weeks in time, because I'm gonna take a week off here, Chris. You guys put me through a lot of excitement, and I'm gonna have to go down to Bristol to watch these big blocks roll around Bristol. So I'm gonna need 1 week off. So 2 weeks time, we'll give you the shot at Charlotte to go to victory lane. But Chris, who do you got to thank here tonight for another podium finish?
I'll thank Bartel Builders for sponsoring the league, Upstate Racing League for putting the league on, Turn 3 for doing an awesome job broadcasting these, Christian Jones Boudoir, and my wife for letting me race as well.
Well, there you hear from Chris Brown. It sounds like his Discord's blowing up over there, so he's got a lot of people messaging him, giving him congratulations, and maybe you should have bumped him out of the way or something. But Chris Brown from downtown, once again, will finish second here tonight. Sitting in our third position, it looks like it's the Hamburg Hot Dog. Robbie, it's been a rough season for you, but you finally found a way to sneak onto the podium here tonight in Knoxville.
Yeah, rough season, and that was the hardest fought third place I've ever had. I think I wrecked twice, went to the back, and was really good at the end of the race, though. I got a repair in the pits halfway through, and the car was really good at the end.
Now, in the, we're calling it an off season here for the Upstate Racing League. I put up a server right here at the Knoxville Raceway, and I can tell you, you and Chris Brown came in, and in 35 laps, you had already put me just about a lap down. So coming into the night, I did put my money on you. I'm not going to lie, and I'm going to need you to drive from Hamburg down here to Kutztown now and bring me some food, because I don't have any lunch money for tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry about that. Should have let me know, though. I wouldn't have recommended it.
But, I mean, tell us about the season here for you. Some rough starts, but tonight things really kicked off for you good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't get quite going as good in the modifieds. There's a lot of fast guys, too, so definitely not taking anything away from them. There are a lot of fast drivers in here, and last week I missed getting in the server by like 2 minutes. I wasn't home on time, had a hockey game, and so want to give my wife a big shout out tonight because she got me signed in, and I just barely made it in time for qualifying.
So sneaking in the side entrance here tonight at Knoxville, bypassing all the gates and the guards and the fans out there trying to get your autograph, Robbie. Sneaky, sneaky. I like the way you played that one. But hey, Robbie, we'll let you go. I know you want to go rest up from that hockey match, and especially after swatting bees here tonight at Knoxville. Who do you got to thank on this number 97?
Yeah, I want to thank, like I say, my wife for getting me signed in so I could race tonight. Full Moon Garage, my sponsor, and Upstate Racing League, Turn 3, Bartel Builders for putting on a great league.
Well, there you hear it from Robbie Schaefer. He finishes tonight inside the top 3. He is your third place finisher. Those are your top 3 interviews here tonight at Knoxville as Cole Day goes dancing in Knoxville. He'll pick up a win and ties Justin Fuller. We've only had 4 race winners this season. Cole Day picking up 3, Justin Fuller picking up 3, Justin McDuff and Josiah Millen. Those are your 4 winners. Next week, though, who will be able to pick up a win? We're going to have to find out. Take a quick look here at our unofficial results leaving the Bartel Builders night here in Knoxville. A rough one for some of the drivers towards the bottom of our top 18 here. Justin Fuller and Paul LaCourte having 2 very fast cars and just unable to make it last at the end. And, of course, Doug Ungari was wrapped up in a couple. He'll come home 10th here tonight. And Wayne McDuff, and just seemed like that 1W of Wayne McDuff didn't quite fire off here tonight. They're going to take that one back to the shop, take a look at the rest of it. Of course, Nicholas Weatherby having some issues towards the beginning of the race. Andrew Plank, Donald Bennett having a rough one. Brett Bartel's taking the Bartel Builders 2B up and over. And Brian Jones also finishing multiple laps off the race finishing pace here tonight. That is your unofficial results here, leaving the Knoxville Raceway. Cole Day goes to victory lane as we get ready to sign off here tonight. Race fans, we got to thank everybody, the Bartel Builders and all the race fans that are tuning in here tonight. But boy, 1 race left in the season, and it's going to come down to Cole Day and Justin Fuller. You don't want to miss it in 2 weeks' time when we head to the Charlotte Dirt Track for the season finale for the Bartel Builders Upstate Racing League Modified Series. Because, well, next week, unfortunately, race fans, well, I say unfortunately for you because we're going to miss a week. But fortunately for me, I'm going to head down to the Bristol Motor Speedway. We're going to see what the big blocks and the 410 World of Outlaws look like down there. So for everybody at the Bartel Builders, the Upstate Racing League, and, of course, the Turn 3 Racing Network, I'm Roger Muth, and I can't wait to see you at the races.